They getting a little heavy too, so they moving a little different, y'all, now. Hey baes, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Catherine Alexandra. On today's video, I am going to be showing you guys exactly how I make my hair oil mix and how I oil my scalp in between retwists. In a video that I posted about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I showed you guys some of the products, my favorite lock products that I use. And in that video, I told you guys exactly what my hair oil mix was, but today I'm going to show you exactly how I make it and how I also use these oils to keep my locks moisturized and growing long and strong, as you can see. What I have here is a plastic bottle, and this was actually a hair oil mix that I bought from a brand maybe like 2 years ago, and once it finished, I've just been using this same plastic bottle to make my own hair oil mixture. But you can definitely find these on Amazon as well. I will link it below. We are going to start with carrier oils. So carrier oils tend to be oils like avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil, and so forth. So my carrier oils that I will be using will be sweet almond oil, and then castor oil. And if you are not familiar with sweet almond oil is rich in vitamin E as well as vitamin B7, which, if you don't know, B7 is biotin. We all know biotin is really, really great at helping our hair to grow strong and healthy. So sweet almond oil is one of my favorite carrier oils to use in my hair. Castor oil has antibacterial and antifungal properties, so it literally detoxes your scalp. And as we all know, in order for you to have healthy hair, healthy locks, healthy natural hair, whatever you have to have a clean and healthy scalp. So again, castor oil is like a key product that I use in my hair oil mix. You don't want to use too much of it because it is a little bit on the thicker side. So I personally prefer to mix it with the sweet almond oil just so I get the benefits of both, but I don't get the heaviness of castor oil in my hair, but I don't get too lightweight of an oil that's the sweet almond oil is. It's literally like a perfect mix of the two. And then, as you guys know, I love using essential oils in my hair oil mix. I use peppermint oil, eucalyptus oil, and tea tree oil. Now, similar to castor oil, tea tree oil also has antibacterial and antifungal properties. It's also very good at keeping your scalp free of dandruff. If you are somebody that suffers from a dry, itchy scalp, you definitely want to make sure that you're incorporating tea tree oil into your hair oil mix. Now, aside from giving you like a super tingly feeling on your scalp, that's the best way I can describe peppermint oil. It's literally like taking a breath mint and just dropping it on your scalp. What peppermint oil is great at doing is circulating and blood flow on your scalp. And similar to tea tree and peppermint oil, eucalyptus oil also helps to treat dandruff and relieve dry, itchy scalp. So for me, I like to just use all of these essential oils in my hair oil mix, but you have to be careful with these things. You cannot use these essential oils directly on your scalp. So you mix them with your carrier oils. Due to its potency, if you were to use these essential oils directly on your hair, it may be too much and too intense for your scalp. It could lead to irritation and inflammation. So just be mindful of the amount that you are using. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into making the hair oil mix. So I have my bottle here. So what I like to do is equal parts sweet almond oil, equal parts castor oil. I have about a little less than half of this filled with castor oil. I'm gonna fill it up with equal parts of sweet almond oil now. Now I am going to add my essential oils. So I typically like to do about 2 to 3 drops of each oil into the bottle. So I'm gonna do about 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was more like 4, but It smells so good, you guys. Oh my goodness. I am obsessed with essential oils. And if you don't know, essential oils, you can also add them to like diffusers. So if you have like a diffuser in your house, you can add eucalyptus oil to it. You can add a peppermint oil to it, and it will just leave you feeling so calm and so relaxed and so at peace. So this is my hair oil mix, you guys. So I'm actually going to show you guys how I oil my scalp. It has been exactly 2 weeks since I last retwisted my hair. You guys saw that when I last retwisted my hair, I only used water and oil, this hair oil mix, to actually do my retwist. So I'm 2 weeks post retwist. My hair looks really, really good. The typical maintenance that I do in between retwists, I would say roughly maybe once or twice a week, I oil my scalp. Go ahead and grab my favorite product in the world, Cream of Nature. I'm ready. I'm waiting for you guys to give me a brand deal. Like, I'm ready. I love this product so much that honestly, you can see I barely have anything in here. I had a little bit left, and I haven't had any time to go to the beauty supply store, so I actually filled this bottle up with some water with what little conditioning spray was actually left. Y'all don't judge me, because I know y'all have all been there and done that. When you on the last of something and you add a little bit of water to make it stretch, okay? I'm making this stretch, all right? So I'm gonna go ahead and give my hair a light spritz of this spray. Y'all can tell this is done. The bottle is crumbling as I'm spraying. And I usually like to spray this all over my hair. And then I also go in and spray it on my scalp. So I have sprayed my leave-in conditioning spray on my locks. And now I'm going to take my hair oil mix and literally just go in directly on my scalp in between my parts. Go in between my parts and apply this oil. And then I'm going to use the pads of my fingers to gently massage my scalp and the hair oil in. And you want to make sure that you're using the pads of your finger, because if you use like your fingernails, you may irritate and scratch your scalp, or sometimes your hair can get caught up in your fingernails and then they break. So you just want to be careful and make sure that you're gently using the pads of your fingertips. What you see me doing now is just taking some of the oil that is on my fingertips, and I'm just raking it down the shaft of my locks. Okay, I sprayed my hair with that leave-in conditioning spray, so I want to make sure that I'm sealing in that moisture with my oil. I actually like to take the spray and spray it directly on my edges, because my edges are very, very fragile. I'm always intentional about making sure that I'm applying moisture directly on them, my edges as well as my nape area. All right, I think a lot of us have hair in our nape and in our edges that are like a lot finer and softer than the rest of our hair, and it's prone to breakage a lot easier. So I try to make sure that I directly apply moisture to it. I'm gonna take some of my oil and then massage directly onto my edges. Doing this method has really, really helped with my locks on my edges, especially these ones here. You guys have watched my previous videos, my 1-year lock journey video. You guys will know that these two in the front here on both sides started off as tiny, tiny comb coils. And I've been locked for a year and 3 months now, and they've grown this long. And I think it really has to do with the fact that I am very, very gentle with my edges. I try not to put any pressure on them or any tension on them. I don't pull them back. I don't retwist them too tight, but I also make sure that I directly am applying moisture and oil and massaging it in. And every time I oil my scalp, this is exactly what I do every single time to my edges And I do the same to my nape as well. Even the locks in my nape area, they started off very, very short too. And this is how long it is. Okay, and I've been the type of person that has suffered from breakage on my nape area a lot. And this is how long they've gotten. So definitely take your time with those areas. They will grow, but you have to really baby them, okay? I'm gonna take a little bit more oil, warm it up by rubbing my hands together and just rake it through my locks. Because I'm trying to secure all of this moisture and this leave-in spray that I stretched with water, okay? But my hair also doesn't feel like weighed down. My hair is really able to absorb these oils without it just sitting there. So this is really a good hair oil mix for me. They're getting a little heavy too, so they moving a little different, y'all, now. That concludes today's video. Like I said, this is like my traditional lock maintenance that I do in between retwists and wash days. Nothing crazy, nothing out of the norm. Very, very simple, but just very effective. Everyone's hair texture and type is different, so I do encourage you to kind of mix around and see what carrier oil you feel works best for your hair. I'm somebody that coconut oil does not work for my hair type at all. Before I even started locks, I tried to use coconut oil on my loose natural hair and it does nothing for my hair at all. Coconut oil just sits on my hair, but I found that sweet almond oil and castor oil works amazing for me. So definitely don't be afraid to just try different things out there and see what works best. When you're using these hair oil mixtures, you want to make sure that your hair is actually absorbing these products, okay? Pay attention to how your hair feels after you oil your hair and a day after or 2 days after. Do you find that like you wake up the next day and your whole pillow and scarf is soaked in the oil? That's what's happening. Then that oil is not the greatest oil that you should be using. Experiment and find what works best for you. This is exactly why I love making my own hair oil mixtures, because I'm able to experiment and try different things and see what works best for me. And then on top of that, you know, these are oils that can be used for other things as well. I can use these oils on my body. I can use them on my face. These essential oils, like I said, you can add them to diffusers. You can also use like peppermint oil if you are sick. It's a great oil for you to breathe in and inhale. You know, sometimes when I'm sick, I'll take a few drops of peppermint oil and put it right here on the outside of my nose. And let me tell y'all, will be cleared of any congestion. At least if it doesn't work for one thing, you are able to use them for other things. Hopefully this video was helpful to all of you guys out there. Make sure that you leave a comment below if it was. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and turn your notifications on, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.